I took a look at a redone video that our target member Mark put up of Jerusalem, this old English hymn that is used kind of again to sometimes pump people up. Great patriotic tune, beautiful tune, of course, that I first heard in 1973 on Brain Salad Surgery by Emerson, Lake and Palmer, having no idea where it came from, but was knocked out by it. Mark, you have really stepped it up with this remake that you did, of taking into account a few of the things that I was talking about the last time. Mostly, I love the rhythm is solid. Now I can hear the beats in the song. I know right where you are, and I never feel like I got rushed into one spot or another. I have a couple little suggestions here. I like the very beginning, you play a C chord, and then you run into the melody. To our F chord, to a C. Now what you're playing up there are inversions of chords, right? So you're playing an F chord with A in the bass. I don't know if you're, I hope you're kind of up on the theory about this, because I'm going to get a little bit out there with this one. And that is, so you're playing an F chord in what we call first inversion because the bass note is an A, the third of the chord. Sounds great because you hear the harmonic change of the chord. This was of course an A minor chord up here first. And then you go to a C chord with an E in the bass. Now there are a couple other ways you could have played this. You could have played it down here in first position and but it sounds really good to have stayed where you are. Now the next time that you get there, you come back to the regular C here, and that gives you a little more solid bass part in there. To an A minor. Here's where I want something a little bit different to happen. You go to an F chord here, and that's really the end of that first phrase. Now, this is going to seem contradictory to what I told you in the first lesson, but now that you've come this far with it, there's something here. Especially with songs that are hymns. Hymns can come to rest all over the place, and just let the beats breathe a little bit. Because I really felt rushed when you got here. When you got back to that C chord, right there on what must be the second beat of the measure, I felt like that kind of took away. I wanted to enjoy this note on the F chord, the A in the melody on the F, just a little bit more. So, a couple suggestions. So here it would be absolutely okay to let the beat stop for a second. But you could also temper this by, don't hit that C chord quite so hard to start like you did at the beginning of the song. Great intro to the song. Now here what I do, maybe just hit a C in the bass to set up the new harmony. More importantly, try to keep the A in the melody ringing a little bit more, so it doesn't sound like this. I want that A to really ring. Notice what I did there. I hung on to the A while I went to hit C in the bass, and then kicked in with the opening notes of the next phrase. Here you play just an A in the bass and an E in the bass. I would make those big chords, make it an A minor to E minor to the D to the G. Really a lot more majestic than just the D and the G were good, but give me the whole chord. What happens next? D minor. Oh, here's my last big suggestion. When you come to these F chords that are inversions, a new chord you could add to your bag of tricks or your toolbox is, this is essentially a D shape of a chord up here at the 5th fret. I've got a half a bar at the 3rd, 3-string bar at the 5th fret, my second finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string, and my third finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string. This is again an inversion of a D shape down here. There are a lot of times when you would get more mileage out of the real D shape, using your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers to play D, a D shape, I'm at the 5th fret, and then reach back to the 3rd fret to get the F in the bass. This would give us the chord in root position. This could have happened, let me see where I am. You could come get it there, or you could have got this chord at the 8th fret. especially if this is a bad, because then you need the high C in there. You went to a C7 chord, and would be another good place to use this shape of a chord. So that would be my last suggestion in here for now. Who knows? I might come up with more later, but I'm rambling. So learn that D shape of a chord and use it the same way you might use an A shape of a bar chord and an E shape of a bar chord. Throw the D shapes in to some of those things. Let me see what happened at the end. At the very end, you could have had some more chords in there. You could have played a half a D minor up at the 10th. Anyhow, so you could get a little bit more in there than just the bass notes, but experiment with that a little bit. And possibly at the end, the ending was great. So just a few more chords in some of those spots, and those extra fingering things might be the next step for this song. So hope that helps. Yeah, just keep working on this, and actually work on some more songs like it, because man, your arrangement is just dynamite there. So keep up the good work.